Hello, this is Rob, your stretch therapy coach. I want to show you a stretch for your neck, your upper back. Now, please watch this video entirely before you try this. Coming out of the stretch is very important. Now, what we want to do is we're going to think about dropping our chin down towards our sternum to increase the stretch to the back of your neck. Now we're going to use the weight of your fingers, of your hands to hold your head and stretch. We're not pulling down on the head. So you can adjust the intensity, one finger, two finger, many fingers as you want, or you can interlace the fingers and just let your arms drape around the head. Now we use the contract, relax technique of PNF stretching. You find that this is very intense. You don't even have to do the contractions to trigger that stretch reflex. We can just use a hold, relax technique, and you can build yourself up to the contract, relax. Now the contraction, I'm going to try to bring your head upright against your hands. But your hands are going to be holding your head in stretch. After contraction, we're thinking about melting your chin down towards your sternum to increase the stretch. Once we do that, we're going to rotate your shoulders to one side as far as you can go. We'll try that same technique, bringing the head up towards the hands, but don't let your head move. And then breathe out, sink your head deeper into the stretch. From there, we'll look up towards the ceiling just to see how that feels across the front of the neck. Now, the important part, that's why I want you to watch this video, is how to come out of the stretch. We'll rotate our shoulders back to the middle. From there, you'll slide your hands to your forehead and you'll push your head up to disengage. We'll shake out the neck, see how that feels. We'll try that same technique on the other side. Now, never hold your breath. We always want to be breathing. Then after the contractions, exhale even harder through the mouth to relax deeper into that stretch. If you don't feel the release, you don't want to increase the stretch, you don't need to go anywhere. Good, so let's try that all together. We're going to drop our chin down towards our sternum. Again, you can take your fingers, one finger, two fingers, many fingers as you want. You can interlace your fingers and let your arms drape the head. We're just going to melt down, right down to the floor. Good. Let's try our first contraction, trying to bring your head upright towards your hands, but don't let the head come out of the stretch as we breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big exhale. Breathe out. As we breathe out, we're going to melt down to the floor. Good. Now let's turn our shoulders as far as you can go in one direction. Good. Let's try that technique again, trying to bring your head upright towards your shoulders, towards your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big exhale. We're melting down to the floor. Good, now let's see how this feels across the upper back, neck. Let's rotate up to the ceiling. Good. Let's rotate our head back down to the floor. Let's rotate our shoulders back to the middle. Now let's slide our fingers down to our forehead, and we're going to push our head up to disengage. Now from there, we're just going to turn side to side. Again, we're breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. That's how those muscles will lengthen and will relax. So let's try that again. We'll start right down the middle. Now we're going to rotate our shoulders to the opposite direction. Good. So let's sink our chin down towards our sternum. Again, use as much tension as you want. Fingers, hands. We're just relaxing those arms. Good. Let's try our first contraction. Try to bring your head up ever so slightly against your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big exhale. Let's breathe out. As we breathe out, let's melt down to the floor. Slide your chin down your sternum. Good. From here, let's rotate our shoulders, your body in the other direction as far as you can go. How does that feel? Good. Let's try that contraction again, trying to bring your head up ever so slightly, but don't let it come out of the stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No more. Head raised. We're slouching down. We're dropping our chin down to the floor. Let's keep our shoulders turned in that direction. Let's look up towards the ceiling to see how that feels across the upper back on that side. Good. Let's rotate back down, looking at the floor. Big exhale. Good. Now let's rotate our shoulders back to the middle. Let's slide our hands down to our forehead. We're going to push our head up to disengage. Big exhale. God. Now we can turn our head side to side. See how that feels. Now I find with small joints like wrists, neck, we don't need to stretch them out very often. You're welcome to do both sides at the same time. You don't need to break in the middle. I find that is a very powerful stretch, and I don't need to do it very often. I need to take a little break in between. Please let me know if I can help you release your hamstrings, hips, back, shoulders, and I hope to see you soon at an upcoming stretch therapy class. Have a great day. Bye-bye.